Hi, this is Don McAllister and welcome to another ScreenCastsOnline weekly tip video. Now this tip video covers some updates to Apple's platforms released in the last few weeks, and this time it's the turn of the Apple Watch and the Apple TV 4th generation. Now neither devices have had huge updates, but starting with the Apple Watch we now have theatre mode. Now one of my bugbears when in the cinema was the Apple Watch screen lighting up in the darkened room. But now with theatre mode, the screen won't light unless you tap the screen or a button. This is the Apple Watch without theatre mode switched on. Any notifications that came in would actually light up the screen, so I want to switch theatre mode on to disable that. So if I actually just go and view the screen and then swipe up from the bottom, you'll see we have this new indicator down here, the two theatre masks, and this is the theatre mode button. So if I just tap that, you'll notice that the Do Not Disturb comes on. Now you'll notice up at the top of the screen we have the theatre mode indicator, where the notifications indicator normally goes. If I actually now just turn my wrist away and then bring it back, you'll see the screen doesn't light up. I'll try that again. So now if a notification came in, the screen would remain completely black. Let's go ahead and switch theatre mode off. So if I just tap the digital crown, swipe up from the bottom, and just tap the theatre mode icon, that's now off. Back to our normal display, no indicator at the top. And now if I turn my wrist away and bring it back, you'll see the screen lights up each time. Another subtle change is that the Apple Watch now clicks rather than dings when unlocking your Mac. So if I go ahead and attempt to unlock my Mac, it's in sleep mode at the moment. I'll just hit the space bar and we'll see and hear the Apple Watch wake it up. So a very subtle change. I quite like it actually. I didn't at first, but I quite like the click instead of the ding. And finally for the Apple Watch, there are some new colour customizations that you can apply to the watch faces on your watch to match the new sports watch bands. Across over on the Apple TV, again nothing major except for the implementation of the new Apple file system, but just some minor tweaks and refinements. tvOS 10.2 introduces improved scrolling, allowing users to scroll through large lists of information more quickly. To demonstrate this, I'll go across to Plex where I can access a large list. So if I go to, let's go to my movies collection. And within my movies collection, if I go to, well, we're currently on more, so let's scroll down and let's search by starring actor. I know that's a particularly long list. Now here I can just scroll down as normal. And if I rapidly scroll down, you'll see we have this new indicator at the side. I can access that new indicator just by grabbing hold of the, or rather by swiping down the right-hand side of the touchpad. I can quickly navigate this very, very long list. If I just swipe as I would normally in the center of the touch panel, I get usual swiping. If I swipe down the right-hand edge, I get this fast swipe or this fast scroll on the Apple TV. If you want to learn more about using your Apple devices, there are over 700 full video tutorials available to ScreenCastsOnline members, covering all aspects of the Mac, iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and even the Apple TV. Now all full members receive a new Apple-related video tutorial each and every week, as well as a free subscription to the ScreenCastsOnline monthly magazine, packed with videos and articles on getting the most out of your Apple devices. Now you can get your free 14-day trial membership over at ScreenCastsOnline.com or check out some of the free content over on the SCO Showcase app on the iPad, iPhone and Apple TV. That's it for this week. I'll be back next week with another tip, so I'll speak to you then.